top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Knocked down behind the line, and this defense trying to shut down the running game and set the tone right out of the gate.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Sayin to throw. Got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Sayin. Got the quick pass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Just ran him over. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
As a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that they will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He's got him. Hard running there. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Breaks it. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like that, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground, and they're able to get him down.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Throwing Reed. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Ready, go! Going to the ground. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll run it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Going for the big play. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown! Buckeye! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Reed unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. Right down the boulevard. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Play of the period, first down here. These corners backing off a bit. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Aggies. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Throws for the tight end. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. I love finding those easy plays that I know are low risk, but I'm going to get some positive yards, keep me ahead of the sticks, find my tight end, run a little out route, stay in the middle of the field, nice high percentage play.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Saying. Caught by Smith. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's cross. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Makes a connection. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Escapes the pressure going right. Hauls it in down the sideline. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play fake, Julian Sayed. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds a man on the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. On the draw, it's Jackson. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback may change this route.
Booster! Ready, go!
Throwing, say it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing Reed. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On the ground, it's Edwards. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The Aggies will try to convert on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Reed to throw for it on fourth. Unloads it left. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Say it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Sweep.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll pull it down and run. He's got it inside the 25. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 23 team, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's the Commodores coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Reed. Here comes the heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Knocked out way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Guys, look at this. Surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Edwards. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Reed. That's caught. It's Craver. Got room at the 35. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Quarterback keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the